Hi guys, this is Jason and welcome. I'm here with the unboxing of the Honor Magic 7 Pro. We've come all the way to China, to Shenzhen to see it, and it's time for a new flagship from Honor. The Magic 6 Pro was great. It had a lot of battery life, very resilient, and a pretty solid camera. And this is the Magic 7 Pro. We don't know exactly when it will come to Europe, most likely at the start of 2025. It's got a periscope camera with a huge resolution, 200 megapixels. Beautiful backside. It may feel a little beefy, but on account of the large battery. Okay, so the software is still in Chinese, in some parts of it is not finalized, and it's still getting updates. So it's as fresh as they come. This one is a proper 2025 flagship with a Snapdragon 8 Elite on board. It's got Android 15 and a new Magic OS 9 plus extra AI. So much so that there's even a special assistant on board. And instead of Serpent to search, well, there's something else we're going to see in a minute. So it's an unboxing. Let's see what's inside the box. We got this metal key here used to access the slots. The lightest manual around. And of course a case which has a soft touch finish and a cutout for the camera, a pretty large one. Then we find the charger, which is a China version and requires an adapter in European countries. It's a 100-watt charger with a USB-A connector. And finally, the cable, which goes from USB-C to USB-A and has this orange marking. And now the phone itself. It's got glass at the back side. It's got an aluminum frame. It's got glass at the front side with a special nano crystal 2.0 protection. And from what I understood, it's supposed to be very resilient, including to drops. The novelty this time around is that we're also getting IP69, not just IP68 certification. It means it can take strong jets of water and also very hot water. It can withstand that. Now, aside from that, you may be wanting some measurements. It's an 8.8mm thick affair, and it weighs 220 grams. The glass at the front has been nicknamed, well, it's called a rhino glass. From what I know, it should be pretty resilient to day-to-day usage, including scratches. You can sync it up to 1.5 meters for 30 minutes. Now, the screen I keep playing with here, this one is LTPO OLED, 6.8 inch, 1 billion colors, 120 Hz, Dolby Vision, up to 5000 nits of brightness, and a resolution of 2800 over 1280 pixels. It also shows HDR image. Now, if you want to go inside the phone, what we're getting here is a Qualcomm Snapdragon 8 Elite processor inside, together with 16 gigs of RAM, plus an extra 16 via the whole RAM expansion. The storage is 1 terabyte, as you can see here, UFS 4.0, and you also have a pretty impressive third generation silicon carbon battery, 5850 mAh unit, with 100-watt charging via wire, and compared to the predecessor, it received an upgrade for the wireless charging. It's now 80 watts. There's even reverse wireless charging. You can put a device here at the back and charge it. The phone is available in black, white, gray, and blue. That's in China. In Europe, 3 versions will be coming. Now, for security, we have an under-display fingerprint scanner, but luckily, in this punch hole here at the top side, there's also a time-of-flight 3D sensor for your bokeh needs and also for face unlock. We've pretty much covered the hardware, but there's something interesting here. We do have stereo speakers, one's at the bottom, one's at the top, but apparently the backside also radiates sound, completing the 2 speakers, and is generating a large amplitude sound. Now, I'm going to show you a bunch of widgets as we progress and talk about other specs of the handset. Now, as far as connectivity goes, it's got Wi-Fi 7, obviously, and it also comes with 5G connectivity, of course. There's no micro SD, just so you know. There's Bluetooth 5.4, GPS dual band. We even have an infrared port at the top side to control your TV set in case you use your remote, and an USB-C 3.2 port at the bottom side with DisplayPort 1.2. But of course, people always want to talk about the cameras. So in the peel here at the front side, we have a 50 megapixel main camera with f2.0 aperture and autofocus. Of course, time-of-flight 3D sensor next to it for face unlock. At the back, there's a lot going on. So it may appear there are 4 sensors. There are actually 3 of them. The star of the show is the brand new periscope telephoto camera. This one here, it's a 200 megapixel shooter, f1.6 aperture, 3x optical zoom, optical image stabilization. We also have a main 50 megapixel camera with variable aperture from f1.4 to f2.0 and its own shade of optical image stabilization. Finally, 50 megapixel ultra wide camera with dual pixel PDF for your macro needs and a laser autofocus mechanism, completed by this dual LED dual tone flash. Now, the camera itself knows quite a few tricks and has quite a few options, some of them familiar. You can see here that we have a slow motion time lapse, high resolution, scan documents, movie, light painting, super macro, stage, which is new. So basically stage is meant for concerts and other types of performances. Aperture, we also have here, panorama, watermark, multi-video, and there's also story. The Pro mode lets you tweak white balance, focus, exposure, shutter, aperture, ISO. And finally, video. You can also do a night video if you want to, super night video. And you can also swap resolutions up to 4K 60 frames per second. There's even filters for your videos. Speaking of filters for the photo area, we have some extra options here like moving photo, but also this, I would say, photography profiles. Vibrant, there's natural, there's also authentic. Okay, portrait itself has received hardcore. If you heard about hardcore before, well, it's a French studio in Paris which takes shots of celebrities. And this time around, we have hardcore vibrant, hardcore color, and hardcore classic. We found them for the first time on the Honor 200 series, especially the Honor 200 Pro, and now they've come on the Honor Magic V3 and this flagship. Finally, there's also a night mode here, and I actually forgot to show you that in the movie mode, you get improved colorization. So this is the loot city color profiles. You can also play with log. Thanks to log, you can do colorization afterwards with improved array of colors. That's everything to know about the camera, but I want to show you a quick demo of the zoom. So I'm in a hotel room now. This is 3x zoom, which is mighty impressive. It's the limitation of the optical zoom, but 6x zoom is not bad as well. You could even say it's of the optical variety, even though it's not. So yeah, pretty impressive. Now, as far as the software is concerned, it's Android 15 with Magic OS 9 on top. So if you keep the power button pressed, this is the Yoyo assistant, which analyzes the screen. You can do input with voice, with text, with files, with photos from the gallery, and that's once again mighty impressive. Now, aside from that, there have been some extra AI features. I mean, the usual AI features like transcribing, so voice recording can turn into text. You can do summaries of it. And of course, there's also Honor AI. We got the Yoyo suggestions. It will suggest to find a power bank nearby, to pick up your food delivery, to get to tourist sites, to do stuff in your calendar. This is the assistant with voice wake up, system navigation, and more. You saw it before. Dialect recognition. Right now, everything is in Chinese. I'm in China. The software is not finalized. Magic Portal has, well, changed. I'm sure you know circle to search. Now we have knuckle search. So basically, if I'm using my knuckle like this, I'm not only searching for stuff online, but can also send it to the Magic Portal. And since the predecessor had 100 apps, this one has 200 apps you can send it to. That's pretty cool. So you can send the text or photos or whatever is on the screen to your Note application, to your gallery, to Facebook, to Instagram, to TikTok, whatever. You can also extract text from here and include it into other applications. Everything fast and snappy. Of course, AI also manifests in other features, like, for example, I can obviously change photos like this one. I can do edit. I can do use magic retouch, and these are the AI options. I have AI style, AI outpainting, AI beauty, facetune, and AI eraser. I can completely erase myself if I want to. And also the other people from the shot. Okay, and you can see a comparison before and after. And aside from that, there's another cool feature here. AI style. You can turn yourself into anime if you want to, or a robot. So if I want to become a robot, I just press this. Once again, we have all the bells and whistles of AI. Note-taking with summaries, voice recording with summaries as well. And this is me in the AI version. There are more things you can do here and more filters you can apply. And this is just the beginning of Magic OS. Things will change soon, and the system will become smarter, even maybe competing with other assistants on the market. So yeah, from what I understood, 4 years of Android updates, just so you know. So this is the first contact with Honor Magic 7 Pro. It promises to be a camera phone because we've taken quite a few shots and I'm actually quite impressed by them. You can see some of them here, including a lot, and I do mean a lot of food shots, including lobster and other things. Very colorful, very bright and crisp. But we'll be back with a full review pretty soon. So far the camera looks great, and the AI thing seems ready to fight Xiaomi and Samsung on their own turf. That's it from gsno.com. We'll be back with more soon. Goodbye.